Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes him.
At the 12
zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Testing the right side here. Finds room at the 30. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
QB decides to keep it here. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Close to the tight end. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Fights through the tackler.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. The back's got it. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Can he get there on the ground? Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands. It's Turner. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down in the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a draw to the back. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, LSU 7, Tennessee 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. Running through the tackle.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Try and muscle for the first down. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson, that's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Man, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The shotgun run call. Makes a nice move there. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The Volunteers will crank up the tempo. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking for the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. The ball is picked off. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's got Ruud looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Finds his man. It's Turner. They get him down after the completion. He brings the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Down upcoming after that completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a second time. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Close to the tight end. It's caught downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line in a hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
He's got it for a big gain. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they tack on 3 more that'll finish off the third quarter of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Turner. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. They picked up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Third and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert and keep the drive going? And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room to get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Short pass finds the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags a quick throw. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Tennessee 10.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Turner. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. So it's incomplete. He caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds.
Quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
First down here for this offense. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Same tailback, another carry. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Vols pick up enough yards to move the sticks. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll run it from the gun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. What a play. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Fighting off the defender.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Hand off to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. They'll run it here. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the punt team now wanting to kick it away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Evanson. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Under pressure, hit as he throws. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Porter's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Here comes a handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champ.